Hello guys, and welcome to the Crypto Nutrition YouTube channel, bringing you digestible crypto nutrition. In today's video guys, we're going to be looking at Funfair, which, like the H-bar video, was requested by one of our viewers. So, Soraya, sorry if I can't pronounce your name right, but this one's for you. So hopefully I can give you some good insight into this and other people will get some utility from it. And that's what we're all about here at Crypto Nutrition, is a community. You have some questions, you want me to look into something, and I'll do it and hopefully respond as quickly as I can and create some good fundamental and technical research on your chosen coin. So I also wanted to take a couple of seconds to just shoot a big thank you out to our first 92 subscribers. We are growing every single day and we really are turning into a little community here. So you've only got 8 spots left to be in the top 100, and hopefully I'll be at a point where I can start giving back to people who have been part of this journey from the start. So thank you guys so much. So if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notifications on, and like the videos if you like the videos, of course. And of course, communicate with me, comment, ask me stuff. I've just made a Discord server as well, so the link to that will be going in the description here. And let's continue to build this community for the future of cryptocurrencies. So yeah, huge thanks guys. And without further ado, over to you, Desktop. So before we dive in guys, black coffee, no milk, no sugar, black coffee, no milk, no sugar. I also have a cheeky green tea today in my huge dad mug. I'm not actually a dad. So, Funfair, blockchain solutions for gaming, market-leading enterprise and white-label blockchain casinos, powering a guaranteed fair gaming experience for players. Now, before we move any further, I think it's important to have a little look at the gambling industry as a whole. What we've seen over the past few years as online gambling has surged is headlines like this: gambling fraud, this is in the UK, fake gambling platform scams cases up 18 times, investment scams more than double. So it's fair to say there's a degree of volatility and uncertainty within the gambling market. But having said that, the size of the market is huge and it's growing. So last year, the size of the industry was 66.7 billion and is expected to reach 92.9 billion in 2023. So the industry is huge and there's a degree of uncertainty around it, let's say. So that's where Funfair have come in. So according to the UK Gambling Commission, trust in gambling and overall public attitudes to gambling are in decline. You can see here, this blue line, which I think is the most significant, is people that have gambled in the last 12 months and the percentage of them that agree that gambling is conducted fairly and can be trusted. So less than 40% of people, so let's say 38% of people that gamble actually think that it's conducted fairly, which is huge in terms of consumer attitude. You know, you wouldn't be taking part in something if you didn't think it was fair, right? And these people that are taking part in it don't think it's fair. So that's huge. So Funfair's blockchain gaming solution offers fast, low cost, user-friendly, and provably fair games while delivering the high quality of mobile-friendly entertainment and production values that today's gamers demand. So another element of Funfair that I think is really cool is that they are massively focused on their operators, their white labels, their affiliates. So they're using their technology to integrate these companies and provide a platform for developers to make fair money, which is hugely important, especially in this industry. So moving on, the key features of Funfair you can see here. So their first feature that they list is turnkey solutions, which create your casino in seconds and start accepting players and processing payments immediately. So you can tell that they really care about their affiliates, about their white labels, about their partners and their developers. Secure, fair, fast, efficient, token powered. Sounds good to me. So this is how everything works and where fees go in. So everything's transparent in terms of their entire operation. Like this is the blueprint of Funfair, right? So you can have a look at this and say, if I'm an affiliate, or if I'm a game developer, or if I'm a player, how do I fit into this structure? How do I fit into this ecosystem? How do I benefit and how does anyone else benefit? You know, if you've ever online gambled, you're sitting there thinking, number one, is this fair, which we've seen? And number two, who's winning here? How does it work? Where do the affiliates fit into this? Where do the game developers fit into this? Where do I fit into this? This kind of transparency is what the blockchain is all about. So here as well, they compare themselves to the competition of traditional online casinos and other blockchain casinos. And I mean, some of this is a bit blowing smoke up their own, you know what, rich user experience. It's like, how do you define that? Instant gaming. I'm sure that there are other blockchain casinos that do that. So yeah, I mean, take things like this with a pinch of salt and have a look into other companies, which we will have a look at later. So let's have a little look into some of the games and the actual UX of the whole thing. Here we go, we've got some games here. It's all there, it's ready to go. Crypto Trader Rush, demo play. So look, I mean, this works. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, this is way beyond someone like me, but point is, it works, right? You can use it now, today, there's a use case, and yeah, that all stacks up to me. So let's have a look at what other people are saying. This is an article from Forbes from back in 2017, so 4 years ago now. Funfair has created a casino in a box with all kinds of games, blackjack, craps. Craps? Let me know what that is if you know what that is. Roulette, slot machines, etc. Each game is provably fair. Consumers who gamble using Funfair tokens know that the house isn't gambling the odds and taking advantage of them. Huge. Funfair-based casinos never know that the house isn't taking advantage of them. This was a huge problem in the first wave of online casinos in the 2000s, and I honestly don't think that that wave is over. We've seen 2 articles already in the last 2-3 years of these kind of things still happening. So clearly a problem. Funfair-based casinos never custody consumer assets. All wins and losses are transmitted in real time between the consumer and the house. This is a win-win situation. Casinos take on less risk and liability, and consumers aren't exposed to counterparty risk. Cool. The crypto franchise model described above is actually better than the traditional retail franchise model. In the retail franchise model, the hub organization taxes franchise operators by taking a fraction of revenues and/or profits and imposing other restrictions. In the crypto franchise model, the hub organization doesn't tax the franchise operator at all. In fact, the hub organization, which is often the one with the most resources as a result of an ICO, is incentivized to spend money to help franchise licenses launch as quickly and effectively as possible. So this is what we were talking about before. You know, they're looking after their developers. This structure is in place to benefit everyone involved. So really, really cool thing to see. With new incentive structures, network participants are going to innovate in all kinds of new ways. So that's what I mean. If you're incentivizing network participants, so developers, then they're going to reward you with developing cool new stuff because it means more to them. They're making more money, they're happy, and they're going to give you more. This is, you could strip this back to basic business, you know. Friendship is based on business. It's, I give you something, you give me something, and we develop a fair and trusting relationship. On the blockchain, everything is visible. So the way that you operate, the way that the people that you operate with operate is all going to be there for everyone to see. And the more that we incentivize positive behavior through blockchain, the better every industry is going to become for you and I and for everyone. And it's just so exciting to think about the future that we could live in, guys. And I'm talking about gambling here. I mean, as a side point, I don't gamble. This isn't my industry. I'm not passionate about this at all. I actually think, you know, in the UK, for example, there are really lack laws on gambling. I think, you know, obviously with the amount of money that these guys are making, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some brown envelopes flying under the table, but the way that they're able to advertise, I don't know if you guys have seen this advert or if you've got it in your countries or your jurisdictions, there's like, the adverts are all so emotional, you know, they'll be like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, should I? And it's like, you can't do that to people, man. Like, that's not fair. So Funfair, who values our fun and fair, that's the kind of thing that we need for industries like gambling. So I'm all for this kind of thing. I'm not for gambling in general. So anyway, let's move on. So let's have a little look at their team. So co-founded in 2017 by Jez San, the gaming industry veteran behind 3D poker site PKR, experienced developer Ollie Hopton, and long-time technology manager Jeremy Longley. Funfair is a live blockchain casino platform which solves many of the randomness issues which are currently rife in the gambling industry. So they've got 3 founders, you know. Sometimes that's quite a good thing because they've got a range of different expertise plugged in. So our 3 innovative co-founders launched Funfair with the accumulation of its successful ICO in 2017, after which our team grew as the project moved forward from a technical proof of concept to a viable, commercially minded operation. We now have a team of 40 with varied and deep backgrounds from the gambling, decentralized tech, and video gaming industries. So it sounds like they've got a really good team there. Personally, I'm not sure that I actually like their website a great deal. I think it's super basic. There's way more they could do with that. But look, they've got a product, it works. They've got a problem that they're solving, and fair play to them. So what have Funfair actually achieved then? Let's break that down. It's an understatement to say Funfair has been busy since conducting its ICO. Here's a breakdown of its major milestones and achievements. Fate channels. So their Fate channels is a technology that they've produced to ensure that everything is essentially fair. Casinofair. So this is their live casinos. Pretty cool. Gaming events. So they're actually hosting gaming events across the world, London, Vegas, Asia, where they've generated numerous leads and brought on new white label partners. So they're active in the marketplace. So their fund token, they're trading on Binance, Latacan, HIT BTC, and 20 other exchanges with more going live soon. And Rake the Rake. So this is a partnership that they've announced, who will be the first casino partner to go live on the Funfair platform. So they're very active. It's fair to say that they're doing stuff, and they're creating an infrastructure which will be pivotal when blockchain becomes more widely adopted. They're well placed to be a front runner there. So let's have a little look at their Twitter page. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the branding. It is very gambling-y, so maybe that's what they've gone for. In terms of their Twitter, there's not much in terms of social engagement. There is, however, a lot of events and talks and essentially engagement from their team. But socially, I don't know if this is the best Twitter page that I've seen. So have a little look yourself, see what you think. But I think, this side of things could definitely be better for Funfair. So let's have a look at the Coingecko page. Big up Coingecko. They're currently sitting at 3 cents with a market cap of 187 million. And if we just quickly refer back to this chart here, 187 million, and the size of the market currently sits, well, let's call it in between these. Let's call it 70 million. Let's call it 70 billion. So let's have a quick look at the chart. Honestly, this doesn't look like the most bullish chart for me. They obviously had a period of exponential growth in 2018 towards the end of the 2017 bull run, of course, and then have dropped off and haven't really done anything since. And I don't really know why that is. Maybe it's got something to do with gambling as a whole. But if we take a look at the last month or two, they've had good growth and good consolidation here. Nothing's been crazy yet. So if you did really like this project, Soraya, if you do really like this project, it looks like it's probably a good time to invest, in my opinion, and that's not financial advice. But the fact that they have been so steady and only had a little bit of movement up here, if we look at before the parabolic movement here, they were at 0.16. I know they're trading around 0.25. So, it's only a 2x. If they are to reach the heights of 2017 bull run, then obviously there's a huge scope here to grow. But in general, this chart doesn't look incredibly bullish for me. So let's have a quick look at some other competitors here in the marketplace. The first one I wanted to draw your attention to is Atari. So these guys are ranked 291 to Funfair's 170 with a market cap of 81 million. So if Atari were to grow, there's a 2x in there straight off the bat if they were to reach Funfair's levels. Atari, obviously a bigger name, and in my opinion, their chart looks slightly more bullish to me as they're slightly newer to the marketplace. Funfair have obviously been around for a long time and really haven't got going in terms of the market. So the question is, will they? Will people see Atari as, a better version of Funfair? We'll see, but if I was looking at something to invest in, it would probably be something like Atari over Funfair, just given the chart. And also, the other thing that's making me slightly more bullish on Atari is their website. You've got to get a feel for it. I think this is much better, much more current than this guy here. They are essentially doing a very similar thing. In terms of their Twitter, they are much more active. We've just seen their followers go up, so they are gaining traction. You can see that. And yeah, I just think they're cooler. They've announced a partnership with Polygon, which is really bullish because Polygon Automatic is obviously one of the big products of this bull run. Talking about NFTs. So these guys look like they're slightly more with it. Another one we can compare to, which is slightly more lower cap, Casinocoin. These guys, again, look kind of cool. I want to be careful, guys, because these guys are on the Ripple network, Who knows what's going to happen with Ripple, but if you really wanted to, I mean, if you like gambling, which you probably do if you're watching this and you want to invest in the future of that industry, then this would be a big gamble. You know, if Ripple explodes and becomes a more stable coin, then, which personally, I don't think that's going to happen, but if it does, Casinocoin will be taken with it. And who knows what could happen with these guys. They've been around for a little bit longer as well. No market cap in here, so this would be a huge gamble. Who knows? Fourth one is Wagerr. I've seen a few people talking about this, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about these alternatives, but Wagerr, I've heard people talk about, I've had some friends talk to me about Wagerr and done a bit of research. So this is the Wagerr website. Again, very gambling-y, and they are more geared towards sports betting by the looks of things. So they have a really good niche there actually, and that might be a good one to look into as well. But the marketplace is filling up for these kind of coins. You can go to websites like Crypto Slate and have a look at the industry, which is a really good tool to use here to really find the coins that you want to invest in. But you can see here, Funfair is 4x on the next competitor, which is Atari. So that would be the solid choice. You know, you can buy them on Binance, so it's so the fees are going to be really low and easy to acquire if you like it. So finally, I'll just run through a little bit of technical analysis here on Funfair. So what we can see is obviously after the parabolic movement, which we've seen with all altcoins, they've started to have this period of consolidation, slightly on a downwards trend, as we can see this downward sloping resistance line. And we also have this fairly significant level of support. So you could definitely argue this is a symmetrical triangle building here, which means if we can move to the upside here, which means if we can close the daily candle on top of this resistance line and actually flip it to support, then I would say that somewhere around here might be a good buying price, because that then gives it the platform to move off into the moon. However, if we don't close a daily candle up here, we could potentially flip to the downside, start testing these levels around here at the 1.618, and that might be another good purchase price there. Again, if you like a product in the long term, you don't want to sit there looking at the charts, invest, because if you're going to be holding it for 5-10 years, these levels are going to be a steal. So there's no bad time to buy, in my opinion, if you're in the project for the long term. But if you're looking to day trade or you're looking for a good entry price, then these are the kind of things that you want to be looking for, in my opinion. Not financial advice. This is just my opinion. So yeah. So there you go, guys. And there you go, Soraya. That was my review on Funfair off the back of a subscriber's comment who wanted me to look into Funfair. And hopefully I've done that for you and you enjoyed this video and other people have had some utility from it. If you did, please hit up that like button, please hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications, and together we can continue to build this community, still under 100 subscribers, so you're early to this party. I'm communicating with people as much as I can. I'm trying to respond to every single comment. So hopefully you guys are getting some utility from what I'm doing here. And if you are, would love if you could continue to support the channel. It's completely free. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you on the next one.